Joe, do you have time? I need to talk to you about the game.
Sure, but not now. I have to go race for the pep rally.
Angela, could you tell me a few things about
Sorry, Dave, I gotta write down some announcements for the rally.
Roger, can you clue me into the game strategy for next week?
Sure, Dave, but not right now. I'm late for the pep rally, okay?
I want you to get ready. We're going to have a little demonstration, but our cheerleaders are coming on right now. I want you to all pay attention and listen up.
4, 6, 8, who do we appreciate?
Hilltop, hilltop, hilltop high. Sing our praise to hilltop high and praise our neighboring boys.
Give me an H.
H, I,
Give me an L.
L,
Give me an L.
L,
Give me a T.
T,
Give me an O.
O,
Give me a P.
P, hilltop, hilltop, hilltop high. Yeah! B, R, E, A, K.
Give me a break.
We're going to a pep rally. We're going to a pep rally. We're going to a pep rally. We're going to a pep rally.
You've been a great group today. And Student Council Vice President Angela Freehold has one more announcement, and then I'll dismiss you to your second period class at the bell. Angela?
Thanks, Dr. Parker. Okay, as the chairperson of this year's dance decorating committee, I want you to know we will be needing ideas for the dance theme. So tomorrow, we will have a suggestion box in the cafeteria, and the student council will choose the very best of the best ideas for the dance theme. I know you'll have some great ones. Thanks.
Well, that's the first. Angela finished early. Focus. Now, if you'll just talk quietly amongst yourselves, as soon as you hear the bell, you're dismissed to your second period class. Thank you.
Look at Angela's skirt. She always dresses so incredibly. Isn't it divine?
Yeah, just like you too, man. Everything shimmers, which just doesn't have a heart.
Well, maybe I'll join the cheerleading team. Then I could watch Roger practice.
That would be neat. Why don't we all go out for cheerleading?
No, thank you. That's too strenuous for me. I think I'll stick to my nail polish and student council meetings.
Well, you're not the type. Anyway, come on, don't start again. You two are always fighting.
Really, it gets...
Boring after a while.
Who are you calling boring?
Regina! Besides, Angela, how are you going to go out for cheerleading? Trials were over a long time ago.
A minor technicality. Oh, look, there's Roger. I should get his opinion on my becoming a cheerleader.
It looks like he and some of the team are being interviewed by Dave Bradley for for the school paper.
I guess I'll see him during lunch. By the way, what are you wearing to the homecoming dance?
Hey guys, I'm doing an article in The View about the big homecoming game. Do you guys think you have a good chance of winning?
I think the game will be a cinch. Rally High is full of wimps.
Can I quote you on that?
Just as long as you quote me exactly and don't make me sound like a geek this time.
Well, hey, I'm going to be an English major. I can't use slang in every sentence.
Well, don't quote me then. Make me anonymous. Yeah, that's it. I'll be the anonymous player. And you can quote this. I think we'll murder the bums.
Come on, Nick. Be serious. Number 54, that's a big linebacker. And the quarterback's pretty good, too.
But not as good as ours. Joe, you worry too much.
So what do you think, Roger? Can we win this one?
Well, they're probably the best team we played all year. But if we stick to our game, we should come out on top.
By the way, Raj, Angela was just looking over you a second ago.
Yeah, I know. I'll talk to her during lunch. Right now, I need to talk to Tammy Marks.
Tammy Marks? What do you want to talk to her for?
Really? I was thinking of doing a story on extraterrestrials. She was the first to come to mind.
No, we're biology partners. I needed to borrow some notes from her. I'll see you guys at football practice.
So, Johnny, what songs are we playing at the tryouts?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet. It is so awesome. All we gotta do is make the tryouts. I mean, we're gonna play the dance. I mean, it is freaky. We're actually gonna make some real money. It's not like our music stinks. A lot of people like it.
Yeah, I mean your fan is so hot.
Dude, look who's coming over. Mr. Perfect. Wonder what he wants.
I wonder why Roger's talking to Tammy.
I don't know, but she is so weird.
I know. She has some really strange ideas.
Someone told me she was kind of weird.
I
can't
did.
remember who said it.
I
Who
did.
said it?
Yeah. It's true, too. She listens to really weird music, she wears a crystal, and she even talks to it.
How do you know that?
I heard her talking to her boyfriend Johnny about it. He really doesn't like it. She also said she was a butterfly in another life.
She needs to get away.
No kidding.
Well, I guess there's no accounting for the weird people in this world.
Tammy, do you have those biology notes?
Yeah, they're in my locker. I'll get them for you later at lunch, okay?
Okay, thanks.
What a dweeb! Is he actually worried about missing a couple of notes? What are you doing hanging around him?
We're biology partners for a research project. I just have some notes that he missed.
Too bad, he seems like a boring person.
I don't know. He's not too bad. He's pretty funny sometimes.
He's still a dweeb.
Yeah, dweeb with some class.
Class, we've all gotta have some class to go to school.
If you want to stay in school, you gotta have some class. If you want to know the rules, you gotta have some class. You gotta have some class to be an educated mass. You gotta have some class if you ever want to pass. If you want to stay in school, you gotta have some class. If you want to know the rules, you gotta have some class. You gotta have some class to be an educated mass. You gotta have some class if you ever want to pass. You gotta have some class. You gotta have some
No, that's not the kind of class
bring drugs in here again. But if you have to, don't let me see it. Because although I'm not going to offer any information, if somebody asks me for the truth, they're going to get it.
Hey, what was that all about? That guy really gets on my nerves. How does he get off thinking that he's so special? He can walk up to me and say whatever he wants. Well, you know he's one of the special people. It's their world, you know. We're just living in it. Yeah, we'll see about that.
You wouldn't believe how many people are saying they aren't going to the homecoming dance.
Are you kidding? That's terrible. I wonder if Dave would do an article on the dance.
Yeah, maybe that would drum up some interest. Why don't you ask him?
Well, he's not in any of my classes, and I don't think I'll see him again today.
You don't have to see him. Watch this.
I'm not in here. It's just a machine. But if you have a message, please respond at the sound of the tone, and I'll try to get back to you before the day is over. Thank you.
Go ahead. Leave a message.
Dave, this is Angela Freehold. I'd like to talk to you later about doing an article on the homecoming dance. I have lunch 6 periods tomorrow if you're free. Thanks. How long has he had that?
Oh, I think he made it last week. He says he needs it to stay on top of the news.
He made it? He must be quite a brain.
He is. He's also quite a geek. My greatest nightmare is that he'll ask me to go to the homecoming dance.
Does he like you?
Unfortunately, I think so. Haven't you read The View lately?
No, not really. Personally, I have enough trouble trying to stay away from school without having to read that thing. For goodness sake, I didn't know you could read. Regina!
Well, take a look at this.
Why, it's you!
Yes, and my picture has been in there somewhere for the past few weeks. Oh, I think that's cute. Of course you do, because it's not you. I feel like he's always following me around taking pictures. I'm afraid to take my clothes off before and after gym class. You never know where he might be lurking. What is it about me that attracts geeks?
Susie, don't worry. They say most geeks will eventually end up running everything anyway. So put in a good word for me, just in case he ends up being my boss.
If I had the nerve, I'd ask him to invent a geek repellent. Why do they all come to me? Could it be? Do you think? Here? Not in Hilltown. To hang around a dream or nightmare keeps on haunting me. 1,000 keys lined up in front of me. I'm wondering if this bright dream could really be my destiny. Keep repellent. We need some keep repellent. Know that God made creatures great and small, but most of them don't show up in the hall. It's true, we know they're not at all that bad. Yes, some have been the best friends we've ever had, but it's hard to overlook it when they're all dressed up in black. Keep repellent. We need some keep repellent.
you mind explaining what you were doing?
Oh, nothing, Mr. Harris. She was just thanking me for helping her with geometry.
Seems to me that's not the only thing you were studying. Mr. Evans, if you continue to, tutor your students in the hallway, you will be looking at some vacation time in the detention room. Both of you. Are you reading me?
Yes, Mr. Harris.
Good. Now, don't let me catch you again.
That guy really gets on my nerves. He acts like he owns D-Wing.
Yeah, he doesn't even keep the rules himself.
What does he do?
You haven't heard? He drinks like a fish.
You mean he drinks in school?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, did you know Mr. Harris was a Brewster?
Sure, I had him last year. He can tomahawk the brew dogs with the best.
Does Dr. Parker know about this?
I don't know, but he drinks right in class.
You must be kidding.
No, he's telling the truth. Mr. Harris has his thermos that he sips on all day. He says it's because he has a very dry throat.
It's probably because of those very dry martinis he chugs.
This is too good to be true. I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
What do you mean, Johnny? You just got off probation. You can't afford to do anything crazy.
Don't worry. I'm not the one who's gonna get in trouble. Later.
It's a miracle.
What? What's the matter?
This chicken, it actually tastes good.
Well, I guess it does after you hurt the cook's feelings yesterday by ordering out for pizza.
Hey, this is a question of survival. It's every man for himself.
Poor Mr. Ryder, the cook, is probably on his best behavior today.
Well, in that case, I should order out for pizza more often.
Roger, we really need to talk, okay? What were you doing talking to that girl this morning?
What girl?
Tammy Marks.
Oh, we're biology partners. I needed to borrow some notes from her.
Oh, so you had to talk to her. That's okay. By the way, I've been wanting to ask you, what do you think of my becoming a cheerleader?
You?
Yes, is there something wrong with that?
Tammy, you can't be on the cheerleading team. They've already been chosen. Didn't you see them at the pep rally?
That's what I told her tryouts were 2 months ago.
So what? I'm friends with Monique, and I'm sure she can slip me in somewhere. Anyway, I'll be able to watch you at the practices as well as the games.
That'd be cool, but I doubt you'd be able to get in.
I've got my ways. By the way, since I'm head of the dance decorating committee, I'm going to need some people to help.
Well, don't look at me. I'm definitely not into decorating.
Well, we don't need you to decorate, but we could use your, muscles.
Oh, Nick, we wouldn't dream of asking you for decorating ideas, especially since your sister Marcia told us how you decorated your room.
Oh, that little. What did she tell you?
Well, let's just put it this way. If we had to model the dance theme after the way Marcia described your room, we'd have to call it Return to Hurricane Hugo.
Oh, just wait till I get a hold of her.
Excuse me for a second. Hi.
Oh, hi. Here are those notes. They're a little messy, but they're all there. Also, we really have to get together. We only have 2 more weeks to work on this research project.
How about tonight?
I can't. I have band practice.
You're in a band?
Yeah. Johnny, Chuck, Chris, Kevin, and I have a band going. It's really hot.
What's it called?
Heat.
Heat.
Yeah. The first initials in the guy's last name spell Heat, so we decided to call ourselves Heat.
It's got to be a hot band with a name like that. So what are the chances of us getting together tomorrow night?
Don't you have football practice?
Only until 4. You could come to practice, and afterwards we could go to your house or something.
All right. My mom will be coming home late from work. That'll give us some time to get some work done without any distractions.
Great.
All right, well, I guess I'll talk to you later. I think Angela wants you back.
Yeah, Johnny looks a little bummed out, too. I'll see you.
Roger, being seen with that girl can hardly help your reputation.
I'm really not concerned about it.
Angela's got a point, Roger. You should hear what some of the other guys say about her. Ugh.
Roger, you don't want people, well, connecting you two.
Give me a break. We're biology partners. And if you think that I'm interested in Tammy for some other reason, just forget it.
That's fine. Just don't be seen in public with her. You have to remember your reputation.
What a drag. We have to work with such a dweeb.
Well, no, he's not too bad. In a way, he's kind of fun.
Just as long as he keeps his distance from you.
I hope you're joking.
Yeah, for my next joke, watch this.
Culinary warfare.
An afternoon delight.
To the uninitiated.
It's just a good fight.
Culinary warfare.
An afternoon delight.
To the uninitiated.
It's just a good fight.
Mashed potatoes in my hair, munchies flying everywhere. Chocolate pudding on your nose, ketchup on your pantyhose. Take on throw boys, slip to the slow boys. Soup du jour upon the floor, steamed tomatoes on the door. To the tiny fleas you wear, it's a less than clean affair. Take on throw boys, slip to the slow culinary warfare.
An afternoon delight.
To the uninitiated, it's just a good fight. Culinary warfare.
An afternoon delight.
To the uninitiated,
It's just a good fight.
Caesar salad on my seat, loving by some mystery meat. Pickled peppers in the air, almost feel like creamy clays. Take on throw boys, still too slow boys. House hanging from the light, meatballs soaring out of sight. Have no lunch, do not despair. You can take it from the air. Take on throw boys, still too slow culinary warfare.
An afternoon delight.
To the uninitiated,
It's just a good fight.
culinary warfare.
An afternoon delight.
To the uninitiated,
It's just a good fight.
Hey, watch it, man. Almost got hit with a gristle missile. So dig this. Listen up, I think I got a little something to say. And I hope it doesn't bug you in a personal way. See, I've been reevaluating what has happened today. And I think you ought to see it in a different way. Cause it's a crime to waste all this food. It's a crime. I'm not being a prude. Cause it's a crime. I think it's really true. Yeah, it's a crime. You're some callous dude.
culinary warfare.
An afternoon delight.
To the uninitiated,
It's just a good fight.
culinary warfare.
An afternoon delight.
To the uninitiated, just a good fight.
Who's responsible for this?
Boy, that kid's really crazy. He's always getting into some kind of trouble. And can you believe his band is auditioning for the dance? Nobody even likes him.
I wonder why he's so edgy.
Well, I don't know what his problem is. If he doesn't get his head together, I'm going to get together for him.
Come on, Joe, didn't we just talk about this?
I'm sorry, Roger. I'm just not like you. I I can't seem to turn the other cheek to a jerk.
What's wrong with him?
He's got lots of problems at home. His parents aren't getting along, and they're probably going to get a divorce. His dad's pretty much an alcoholic, although Joe would never admit it.
Well, you may not believe me, but I think that first role was meant for you.
Me? Why?
Tammy?
But there's nothing between us.
Well, I guess it's a good thing for you that I believe you. And Johnny doesn't, because I never miss.
I think we've had quite enough of that today.
Oh, Mr. Harris, I was just kidding.
I certainly hope so. Angela, I'd like you to meet someone. This is Michelle. She just transferred in from Minnesota. And I noticed on your schedule that she has many of the same classes as you do. I thought it would be a good idea if you could show her around, introduce her to some of her new peers.
Hi. Hi. Sure, I'd love to.
Thank you. Michelle, I hope you enjoy our school.
I'm sure I will.
Okay, I'll start apologizing to you for having to hang out with Mr. Harris. This is Nick, this is Cindy, and this is my boyfriend Roger. Roger's Hilltop's High Zone football star. You'll see for yourself at the homecoming game. Are you going to the dance? It's going to be the greatest one yet. I'm on the dance decorating committee. Do you think you'd like to help?
Michelle, try to get a word in every once in a while so Angela can breathe. Otherwise, it's not a pretty thing to watch.
Very funny. That's serious. Roger called me tonight.
Sure. Nice meeting you, Michelle.
You too, Roger.
I'm telling you, Dr. Parker, somebody hit me first. All I did was throw the roll back.
Fortunately for you, Mr. Harris didn't see what happened before you threw the roll.
Dr. Parker, you know, I haven't been in your office since we had that great talk last month.
Yes, I agree. Once a month is certainly quite an improvement over once a day. Especially for me. I'd hate like this one incident to put you on probation. Tell me, why didn't you take the role they threw at you to Mr. Harris?
Well, I wasn't exactly sure who threw it.
But why did you throw it?
Well, this guy was talking to my girlfriend, and I guess I got a little jealous.
Johnny, focus, focus. Do you remember when you were here last month, that great talk that we had?
Yeah, yes, sir, just like it was yesterday. I must learn to be master myself, and I can master myself. I can master all my emotions if I can master my emotions.
Because if you can master your emotions, you can master the universe.
Oh, no. Back to He-Man again.
Controlling your emotions is the answer to it all. It isn't hocus pocus, but your focus as you fall into a higher state of consciousness where you can have it all. So concentrate, listen to my voice. Focus, you've got to focus. Cast your emotions deep in the oceans of time. Just focus, you've got to focus. Use all that power, man of the hour you be. If you could be, I know you would. If you could see, I know you should. Be a man with a plan to get ahead. It doesn't have to be so complicated. As you waited and became so agitated, you lost control. Listen to these words of wisdom. When you burn, you cannot learn to focus. You've got to focus. Cast your emotions deep in the oceans of time. Just focus. You've got to focus. Use all that power, man of the hour you be. Picture clouds of fluffy whiteness, no more thinking, no uptightness. You're in the air, floating high, up to the sky. And as you float toward Earth, you'll need a guide to set you straight. I know a guide who'll feel your fate. You're in control. Can't you see the point I'm making? The world is yours. It's for the taking. Just focus. You've got to focus. Cast your emotions deep in the oceans of time. Just focus. Focus. Use all that power, man of the hour you'll be. You ready? Focus. You've got to focus. Use all that power, man of the hour. Cast your emotion deep in the ocean. Use all that power, man of the hour you'll be.
Thanks, Dr. Parker. I'll control myself next time for sure.
Oh, Johnny.
Yes, sir.
Now, I seem to recall. Now, you said you didn't recall who threw the roll. Who do you think threw the roll?
Roger Daniels. Yeah, that's who I think it was.
Roger Daniels. I'll just have to keep my eye on that boy from now on.
Really wild practice. You're quite a football player. I've been at this school for 3 years, and I've never been to a Hilltop High game before. How do you get so into it?
I don't know. I've been playing since I was 8 in the Pop Warner League. It's always been fun to me.
Doesn't it hurt when they crash into you like that?
Sure, sometimes it feels like my head's gonna pop off or something. But it also hurts the guy that has to chase and tackle you.
How can you think a game where you get hurt is fun? It seems crazy to me.
Seems crazy to me too sometimes, real crazy. But in a way, it's a lot like life. Even in the Bible it says, the race doesn't go to the swift and the speedy, but he who endures until the end.
Don't tell me you're into the Bible.
Well, I'm a Christian, does that make me qualify?
Are you serious?
Why, don't you believe me?
Yeah, I guess I'll have to.
Don't you believe in God?
Sure, I believe in God. I see God in nature, in the faces of little children. I believe we're all part of God. I believe this chair is even God.
Whoa, wait a minute. I believe that you can see God through nature because he created it. Fact is, his fingerprints are all over it, including on us. But God the Creator, although deeply involved, is totally separate from his creation, and he is totally other, and he remains separate unless we invite him into our lives.
Where did you get all this stuff from?
The Bible.
Oh, so we're back to that book again?
Why does that bother you?
Because we're supposed to be doing a biology project, not talking about some old book.
I'm sorry, I thought I was answering your question about being into the Bible.
You know, I'm sorry my mom wasn't here. She'd get a kick out of you. You're a real paradox, you know?
Why?
Look at you. You're top 10 of our class, a football star, getting ready to go to a great university. How can you honestly say you believe all that foolishness about heaven and hell? That stuff's from the dark ages. Personally, I think it keeps people from reaching their full potential.
What do you mean?
People are always judging other people by that book. You think I don't know what people say about me? They think they know me, but they don't. They've always looked down on me and on my family. You know, my mom, she is awesome. She kept my brother Billy and I together when my dad ran away with a girl 2 years older than me. Do you believe it? My mom was a mess. I would hear her cry at night for weeks. And
I tried to comfort her, but it's just not the kind of hurt you comfort, you know what I mean? It just has to heal. And in time it did, and then we tried to go to this church in town. We had visited there a couple of times before my dad left. But they knew about my father. And they looked at us like we did something wrong. I was just 16. What did I do? But I saw all those judging eyes, and I knew it was because we didn't measure up to what was in that book.
Whoa, Tammy, stop for a minute. Do you mind if I read you something from the Bible?
Sure, why not? It's a free country.
These are words of Jesus himself. Do not judge, or you too will be judged.
Yeah, well, I guess they missed that part. I'm sorry, I never really freaked out like this on anyone before. Can you forgive me?
Consider yourself forgiven. And about your family.
I don't want to talk about that right anymore. I don't really feel like working anymore. Could you come back another time when I feel a little better?
Sure, I'm history. But I'd like to leave this copy for you to have, you know, to see if there's anything else they missed.
Thanks. You're one strange guy.
That's because I work hard at it. See ya.
Bye. I don't know why I talk to him. I don't know. Was I strange to him? But I know that somehow I could tell him anything. I don't know. Could he see through me? I don't know. Was he teasing me? But I know he'll give up this dream of convincing me to see. Tell me why I sound so confident when I feel so insignificant. What makes me say these things? Shall I just tell him what I'm feeling? I don't know why I waste my time. I don't know why these things come to mind, but I know that he really cares when he talks to me. Tell me why I sound so confident when I feel so insignificant. What makes me say these things? Shall I just tell him what I'm feeling? What am I feeling? I don't know what I really feel. I don't know if his God is real, but if love is an open door, let me in to see. Tell me why I sound so confident when I feel so insignificant. What makes me say these things? Shall I just tell him what I'm feeling? But if love is an open door, let me in to
Hi, Mom, I'm home.
Hi, Roger. Did you have a late practice tonight or something?
No, I just went somewhere else after practice.
Honey, how many times have I asked you to call if you're not coming straight home?
I'm sorry, I had a lot on my mind. I just forgot.
Well, don't let it happen again. Is something wrong?
Did you ever have the feeling that God was telling you to do something that wasn't going to be very popular?
Of course I have. You know, when your dad asked me to marry him, we knew it was the Lord, but that didn't make your grandfather very happy. All he knew is that your dad was from the poor Daniels family, and he wanted his little girl to have everything. How was he to know that one day your dad would have enough money to buy the family business outright? But God knew. That's why we've always taught you kids the importance of listening to God's voice. You don't think God's telling you to marry that little Angela, do you?
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. In fact, lately, she seems different, changed.
Now that you mention it, she seems a little conceited the last time she was here.
You sure got that right. And she doesn't want to hang out with the kids that aren't very popular or don't come from wealthy families. She's into money, I mean big time. I think if I didn't play ball or wasn't Roger Daniels Jr., then she'd have nothing to do with me. Most of the time, I don't even like being around her. The problem is, everybody thinks we're destined to be together.
Well, that's only natural. You've been together since 8th grade.
I know. It's time to make a change, at least before I go to college.
Well, have you talked to Angela about this at all?
Lately, it's hard to talk to Angela about anything she doesn't initiate herself.
Well, I wouldn't wait too much longer with the homecoming dance coming up.
I know, but it's going to be tough.
Roger, doing what is right can be, but if you wait, it won't get easier.
What's really the problem has nothing to do with Angela. You see, there's this girl in my biology class, Tammy Marks. I feel like I'm supposed to talk to her about God.
That's great. What's the problem?
The problem is, she's got a pretty bad reputation. And the other kids, especially Angela, don't want me to be seen with her.
Are you sure you're not just attracted to this girl?
Mom, I don't know. But one thing I am sure is that she needs to hear about the Lord.
Well, normally, as your mother, my advice would be to stay away from her because she sounds like trouble. If you really feel the Lord wants you to share with her, then I won't worry. And your dad and I will be praying about this too.
Thanks, Mom.
I love you, son.
By the way, where is Dad?
He's at a town council meeting. He's coming home late. Like father, like son.
Hey, Roger, can you guess what today is?
Wait a minute. Oh, yeah.
What's today?
It's Dissection Day.
Dissection Day?
Yeah, that's where Mr. Harris is his happiest.
Yeah, he gets a particular joy out of watching people turn green.
Oh, come on, guys.
That's right, Michelle. You've only seen Mr. Harris outside of the classroom.
Now you'll see him in his natural habitat.
Yes, in this class, Mr. Harris demonstrates why we're on top of the food chain.
Oh, don't worry. They're exaggerating.
No way. Here's Mr. Harris.
Yeah.
Oh, Roger.
Preach it, brother.
Students, this is the day we probe deep into the secrets of life. We shall we shall we shall rip the cosmos, if you will, into a doorway leading to the origins of life. But to study life, we must observe it, inside and out. Thus the reasoning behind dissection.
Yeah, but you forgot to sip a little, then walk a little. Here, watch me. The matter in question is how we came to get Kermie here. You see, Kermie comes from a long line of amphibian acrobats. But one day, Kermie decided that he didn't want to join the circus, so he became a donor. And he ran off with this cute little...
Nick, your story sounds very intriguing, and I'm sure we'd love to hear the rest of it. But we must get started with class. Now, if you'll open your science textbooks to page 141, I will begin with my introduction. Students, this is the day we probe deep into the secrets of life. We shall we shall we shall rip the cosmos, if you will, to a doorway leading to the origins of life. But to study life, you must observe it inside and out. Thus, the reasoning behind dissection.
Mr. Harris, do we all have to do this?
Of course not, Tammy. That is, if you don't mind receiving less than a passing grade.
But what if we don't think it's right hurting animals for science?
Trust me, Miss Marks. These toads are quite dead. They won't feel a thing.
Tammy, he does have a point.
Oh, and speaking of points, you will find your scalpel to the right.
Gee, just like at lunch.
Give us a break, Nick. Tammy.
Pick up your scalpel and follow the procedure on page 141.
Are you a vegetarian or something?
No, but I think I might be before this is over.
Have you ever had an operation?
Yeah, I had an appendectomy when I was in the 5th grade.
Well, just think of the frog as yourself. And to have your life saved, you must be operated on and your appendix removed.
That's a sly way to say I look like a frog.
I didn't mean that. It's just...
Sure you didn't.
It's just that if it weren't for a few brave people who dared to do dissection on dead animals and cadavers many years ago, you wouldn't be here today. And that would be very tragic.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
It would also be very tragic if you failed to find the proper organs. This first incision must be done with the utmost care as not to damage any of the underlying organs.
Roger, I don't think I can do this.
Whenever I do something like this, it helps me think of a scripture verse that says, "We are fearfully and wonderfully made." God says we're fearfully, wonderfully, wonderfully made. God says we're fearfully, wonderfully, wonderfully made. God says we're fearfully, wonderfully, wonderfully made. God says we're fearfully, wonderfully made.
I couldn't help but overhear, but I must disagree. The greatest minds say we come from primal slime, and I completely agree. Though man's come far in primatal development, some still are slime, as you see.
God says we're fearfully, wonderfully, wonderfully made. God says we're fearfully, wonderfully, wonderfully made. One say we come from the egg. That guy's mind is in bad shape. Don't like swinging in no trees. It don't look like home to me. No home to me. God says we're fearfully, wonderfully, wonderfully made. God says we're fearfully, wonderfully, wonderfully made.
Some say we came from the sea,
Might come from the sea.
like a tap for you and me.
Time for you and me.
If Kirby here will pardon me,
Kirby, pardon me.
I'll take God's word that He made me.
God said he made me. God says we're fearfully, wonderfully, wonderfully made. 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 God says we're
I can dance to it. Hey!
God says we're fearfully, wonderfully,
Dr. Parker? Roger Daniels, Dr. Parker would like to speak with you.
Sure. I'll see you guys later.
Now, let's get back to class.
But Dr. Parker, there is nothing strange in my locker.
Just open it and I'll see for myself. We got an anonymous tip that said that you were hiding an illegal substance in your locker.
But you know I don't use any of that stuff. What's this?
Looks like your thermos.
But I don't have a thermos.
Who are you kidding? It's in your locker. It's your thermos.
But I think I recognize it. Yeah, it's Mr. Harris's thermos.
Are you trying to say that you stole Mr. Harris's thermos?
No, I didn't steal it.
Well, how else could that have gotten in your locker?
I don't know.
I wouldn't imagine you would. Let's see what's in here.
Everybody knows what's in there.
Alcohol. You're in big trouble, young man. Stealing a thermos from a faculty member, then filling it with a substance that's forbidden here on campus.
I think I've been framed.
Well, you'll never guess what I heard.
You can be sure of that.
I heard that Dr. Parker found alcohol in Roger Daniels' locker.
You're kidding.
That's gotta be wrong.
So, Mr. Clean finally got some dirt on him, huh?
No way! You must have gotten your story twisted.
I know it's true. I heard it from Debbie, who got it from Kathy, who heard it from Mary.
Mary? She never gets her story straight. all the fun out of it.
Hey, ladies, how's the other half living?
Oh, hi, Chucka. Who's your friend?
This is my cousin, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. Glad to meet you.
You'll have to excuse him. He doesn't talk.
Oh, that's too bad. Does he do sign?
No, you don't understand. He can talk, he just doesn't.
Pardon my ignorance, but why doesn't he talk?
It's because he's a great singer. He's the lead singer of our new band, Heat.
That's right. You guys are trying out to play the dance.
Really? How exciting! Excuse me, I must have missed something. What does that have to do with not talking?
Well, being that he's going to become a great singer, he has decided to make the ultimate commitment to his craft. And he has seen that speaking has become a waste that he can ill afford, barring an emergency.
Why do I get the feeling it's for our benefit?
Hey, dudes, what's up?
Nice meeting you. Bye. Bye. I gotta go.
Ladies, you don't have to leave.
What are you talking to those baby yuppies for? Yuppies. Cuppies, that's what they are.
That's an idea for a song. Oh, by the way, tryouts are in the gym, 3 o'clock. Kevin, try not to be so late this time.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah, just give us a couple minutes, okay?
Gotta get going. We got a couple more bands in here yet.
Sure, we'll start in a second. What's his hurry? I hate being rushed.
Where's Kevin?
He'll be here. Doesn't like to be early. He says it's unprofessional.
You actually heard him say that.
No, Chuck said he said it.
Well, it doesn't matter anyways. As soon as they hear us, the outcome will be a foregone conclusion.
You think so?
Hey, I've heard all the other bands and they're not even in our league.
Oh, well, here comes Kevin now.
Let's go!
Are you guys ready?
Yeah, no problem.
Life is like a poem, but I can't read. It's times like this that I think I'm intrigued. I get so scared when the shadows lurk. The elevator's running, but the stairs don't work. I look up and down and I run all around. So many questions and not enough mercy. When I get to thinking, you can smell the smoke. My head's really burning and that's no joke. My brain's on fire. And it hurts. My brain's on fire. And it hurts. I get so confused when I start to make sense. How to wash my hands, but the soap won't dispense. I'd like to brush my teeth and I wish I had a comb. All the lights are off and everybody's home. I look up and down and I run all around. So many questions and not enough mercy. When I get to thinking, you can smell the smoke. My head's really burning and that's no joke. My brain's on fire. And it hurts. Oh yeah, my brain's on fire. And it hurts. My brain's on fire! And it hurts! Oh, it hurts so bad, my brain's on fire! And it hurts! Ah. I look up and down and I run all around. So many questions and not enough mercy. When I get to thinking, you can smell the smoke. My head's really burning. It's no joke, man. My brain's on fire. And it hurts. Oh, can you smell it? My brain's on fire. And it hurts. Can't you see it? My brain's on fire. And it hurts. Oh, can't you hear me? My brain's on fire. And it hurts. Oh.
Man, that's the slowest song we got.
Okay, thank you. Next band, please.
Who's up next?
The Fates. I don't remember a girl being in the band.
Must be better than the other guy.
Yes, sir.
Michelle, that was great. I didn't know you sang in a band.
Well, I didn't until a week ago. Frankie Barnes, leader of the band, said their lead vocalist was leaving, and he needed someone to take over. So,
how did you know you could sing?
Well, Frankie and I met in choir. By the way, what's going on with Roger?
What do you mean?
Oh, well, I heard a rumor that he got caught with alcohol in his locker.
Not Roger. There must be some mistake.
I thought so, but that's what's going around.
You know, I know Roger didn't do anything, but I think I know who to ask. Johnny.
Yeah.
Tell me, did you put Mr. Harris's thermos in Roger's locker?
Yeah, great idea, huh?
What's wrong with you? You could get Roger thrown out of school for something he didn't even do.
do you care? You don't even care if we get to play at the dance or not. You don't even care if the rest of the world is laughing at us or the special people like Roger have it all. He deserves a little pain, too.
Johnny, the world is not responsible for all our problems.
Will you tell me who is?
Johnny, we can't go back and correct our past, but we can control our future.
What future? Before or after the bomb drops?
Please be serious for once. It's like we talked about before. You need to read the Bible I gave you.
Listen, I don't want to talk about that anymore.
Sorry, I won't. But there's just one more thing. I think we should stop seeing each other. I'm sorry, I've been trying... I'm trying to understand you, but if you keep going on like this, you're going to self-destruct, Johnny. Well, aren't you going to say anything?
Yeah. See you around.
Oh, Nick, have you seen Roger?
Not really. All I know is that Dr. Parker has been grilling him all morning, and if this rap sticks, he'll be out of the big game.
And without Roger, we're dead meat.
Well, do you know where he is now?
In detention, I think.
Oh, well, I'll ask Dr. Parker? I understand Roger Daniels is in detention today. I know he was set up.
Well, I'm not so sure of that.
Well, if I can prove to you that that thermos of alcohol was Mr. Harris's, then will you believe me?
That is a serious allegation.
This is a serious situation, isn't it?
Yes, of course it is.
Nick, do you know where Dave Bradley is this period?
Well, I think he's in the audio-visual room.
Dr. Parker, will you meet us in the audio-visual room an hour before homeroom tomorrow?
Yes, that's possible.
All right, great.
This had better be good.
Oh, it'll be real good.
Okay, it's all set. The camera's in Mr. Harris's room, and Dr. Parker's on his way here now, and Mr. Harris will be in his room in about 1 minute.
Oh, Dr. Parker, can I have the thermos?
Yes, but I'm warning you, this had better be good.
It'll be the best show you've seen all year.
Come in.
Mr. Harris? I think I picked up your thermos yesterday by mistake. It looks so much like the one that I have. I'm sorry if I caused you any inconvenience.
No problem at all. Thank you very much. Have a good day now.
Oh, baby! You're my best friend. Yeah. You've been gone so long. Where have you been? Yeah. I like the way your cap becomes a cup. Just tip you over and fill you up, oh baby. Yeah. You're my best friend. Yeah. You've been gone so long, but where have you been? Yeah. Get up in the morning, get out of bed. Just take a sip and you clear my head, oh baby. You're my best friend, yeah. You've been gone so long. Where have you been, yeah? Oh baby, oh baby. Oh baby, oh baby. Oh baby, oh baby. Love me tender.
drink it from a shoe, but it don't mean a thing unless I drink it from you, oh baby. You're my best friend. Yeah. You're so long. Oh, where have you been?
Dr. Parker, is that proof enough?
I'd say that's about 100% proof. But don't say a word about what you've seen here today.
Just as long as Roger's off the hook.
No need to worry about Roger.
Steve, did you get my message?
Well, yes, I did, and I can help you with publicizing the dance, but I'll need to do some interviews.
Sure, who would you like to talk to?
How about your friend, Cindy Finwick?
I'll ask her as soon as I see her. Thanks.
Boy, Cindy sure is going to be happy to hear about that.
Well, we all have to make sacrifices to get this dance on the road.
Sacrifices? Great choice of words. Here she comes. You can give her the good news.
Angela, look. Here's the sign-up sheet, and only 3 people have volunteered to decorate the gym.
That's not nearly enough. I wish we could find a way to get people to help.
Why don't you say that there's going to be a party after we get done decorating?
That's silly. A party before the dance?
No, Regina, you might have something.
The anonymous player says that this is going to be the finest game ever played in the history of the school.
The anonymous player has a serious problem with some hot air.
The anonymous player better chill his hot air soon, or the administration is going to shut him down.
Why would they do that? Everybody's talking about this gutsy guy, and besides, the paper's finally getting read.
If this guy is so gutsy, then why is he anonymous?
Well, I kind of think of him as an everyman of the football team.
Well, I know if he gets the football team in trouble, every man is going to be looking for him. And not to shake his hand.
I think you're both overreacting. This guy's changed the view for the better.
Angela, I've been doing some thinking and praying about our relationship. And it's really hard for me to say this, but we've been going in different directions lately, and I think we should stop seeing each other from now on.
Why? I realized we weren't spending a lot of time together, and that's the reason I wanted to be on the cheerleading squad.
It's not a question of spending time. It's just that our priorities aren't the same anymore.
I guess this means we aren't going to the homecoming dance together.
That wouldn't be a very good idea right now.
Roger, excuse me. It's about the book you left at my house.
It's okay. I was just leaving. Roger, you made your point loud and clear.
Angela?
I'm sorry, did I cause that?
No, that wasn't your fault. So what about the book? I mean, the Bible. Did you read it?
Well, I started to, but there's a lot of things I don't understand.
Do you mind if I join you two?
No, not at all. I hear your band's playing at the dance Saturday night.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
You shouldn't be. You were great. You deserved it.
Yeah, congratulations. So what is it that you were saying?
About the Bible. Well, the people in it weren't perfect at all. In fact, they're a lot like we are today.
That's a point. They were exactly like we are. And you can see how God had to deal with them.
You know, I've never really sat down and read more than a couple verses in the Bible at a time. I'd really like to read it with someone who knows more about it.
Why don't we just get together sometime to read? And if you come across anything that seems strange or that you don't understand, we can talk about it.
You know, I think I'd like that.
Different than I thought you'd be.
How's that?
I don't know. You always seem so middle American.
And what's wrong with that?
Middle America has always nauseated me. Perfect lawns, perfect families, perfect teeth. It always reminded me that I wasn't perfect.
Tammy, you know no one on this earth is perfect.
Well, let's say some hide it better than others. I guess that's what bothers me. I was never able to hide my imperfections from anyone. But I know that they're no better than I am. I guess that's what gets on my nerves. Kids are always saying how much better they are than someone else. But you don't make me feel that way. Why?
I guess because I agree with you.
Well, if no one's perfect, then why can't God just accept us like we are?
Because God is holy. He can't tolerate the sin.
Well, you said everybody's a sinner.
That's what the Bible says.
Well, what's the use in trying to be good then if you're a lost cause to begin with?
We were all lost cause, separated by God from our own sin. But God loved us so much that he wanted to restore us back to a relationship with him. And that's why he sent his son Jesus to die. Jesus died in our place to bridge the gap of sin between us and the Father.
What if everything in this book was a lie, and it just turned out to be a fabrication of someone's imagination? Wouldn't all the people who lived and died for its message have wasted their lives?
My dad always said, it's better to die for something than to live for nothing. Besides, if I were wrong about the truth in the Bible, but followed it anyway, I would still have a good life and a clear conscience, and at my death, I'd be no poorer or greater than anyone else. But you see, if the Bible is true, then my reward will be much greater, and those who don't believe in God will be eternally separated from him in hell and die in their own sin.
Are you trying to frighten me?
No, Tammy. They're just the facts. But it's been weeks since we started talking this way. It's time you made a decision, what you believe, or will you just walk away? The thoughts that you have are not new. Yes, I recall thinking them too. But looking at Jesus, my arguments crumbled. Then God began changing my view. His message went straight to my heart. It tore my confusion apart. When I heard of his love and the life that he gave, these words pierced my mind from the start. Jesus loves you, yes you know he loves you. And if Jesus loves you, can you walk away? Just walk away. God has been speaking to you. I know you'll agree that it's true. He'd have given his son for only one, even if that one had been you. Jesus loves you, yes you know he loves you. And if Jesus loves you, can you walk away? Just walk away. I know what you say comes from your heart. Tammy, this isn't about religion. Jesus wants to be your friend as well as your Lord. But you've got to choose what you believe. Will it be the Jesus of the Bible or the world's ideas about him?
I believe I've already chosen. I realized it after talking to you for the first time. I wanted so much for what you said to be true. And now I know I can say it's true.
You can?
Yeah, and I decided when I realized you were the missing piece of the puzzle.
The missing piece of the puzzle.
Uh-huh. I would hear all those stories about Jesus at Easter time, and I thought to myself, if Jesus were real, how could someone be so quiet about something so incredible? But many people were, seemed almost embarrassed by what they believed. I just figured it couldn't be true. But you were different. You spoke clearly but kindly about God's love, and at the same time showing love to me. And I thought that's probably the way Jesus was. Then something you said hit me. If Jesus is alive in you and you are surrendered to him, then what I'm seeing is Jesus, and he's working through you. Now do you see? You are the missing piece of the puzzle.
That's great. I mean, praise God. I don't know what to say.
That's okay, you've already said it.
Please, could you hide me? It's happening again.
What?
Dave is giving me the "we've got to talk" look.
Ah, so that's what that look means. I thought it was, I think I'm gonna die look.
I'm the one that's going to die if he asks me to go to the homecoming dance.
Well, didn't you get a date yet?
I keep trying. Dave is always interrupting me. Just need enough time to talk to Nick.
Good. I don't think Nick has a date yet either. You two should start a local chapter of the Procrastinators Club.
You know, I still can't stop thinking how great the cafeteria looks and how many people came out to help.
I told you, all you have to do is say that there was going to be a party afterwards, and you get all the help you'd ever want.
Gotta hand it to you, you were right.
Could I get that in writing?
Guys, remember what the coach said about leaving here by 10 o'clock.
I hope you can tear yourself away from your new friends.
Are you still angry?
No, I'm not angry. I just feel sorry for you because those people are going to ruin your life.
You forgot, I gave up being in charge of my life long ago.
Maybe that's your problem.
Angela?
Roger, it's just like Johnny. I wish there was a way to make her see.
Did you talk to him?
Yeah, but after I told him we should stop seeing each other, he was so angry. He seemed to forget everything I told him about the Lord. And the fact that I came here to decorate tonight, he's furious. I've never seen him so mad. And the fact that we're not playing the dance is still eating at him.
Well, maybe we need to pray for Johnny and Angela together.
That's a good idea. Let's do it right now. I think I know a quiet place.
Where did Mrs. Walker go? I don't know. Well, she had an emergency at home. She sent for Mr. Beretti to replace her as chaperone.
Regina, could you do me a big favor?
That depends.
Come on, you owe me one. Do you remember when Gary Spellman was going to ask you out, but I told him that you had gingivitis?
Yeah, that sure did spell relief for me.
Well, then you owe me one.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Tell Dave that you want to dance with him.
What? I need a slimy toad first.
Toads aren't slimy. And besides, I didn't ask you to marry him, just dance with him.
Do I get a last request?
Hurry, it'll only last a couple of minutes. Just enough time for me to talk to Nick.
I guess you know that this means that I get to wear all your new sweaters. Your final exam notes are mine, not to mention your firstborn.
Anything, just dance with him.
What do we have here? A gathering of the special people? You don't mind if I look for something I lost, do you?
Johnny, only the people who worked on the decorations can be here. You know that.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna foul up your special occasion. I'm leaving, but I gotta find something I lost.
What did you lose?
Tammy! Now I know she's around here somewhere. You lied. I knew it. All the special people lied.
No, Johnny, you're all wrong. We went in there to pray.
Tammy, what do you think I am, stupid? You could just start praying now, because I'm sick of you. Roger, what did you do to my Tammy?
She's telling you the truth. She's been trying to tell you all along that the Father in heaven wants to have a relationship with you.
Johnny, come on, man. We'll take care of it.
Father! Father! If there's one word I hate, it's father. My father was a first-class jerk. He would come home at night after running the streets with who knows who, and then he slapped my mom around. I tried to stop him, but then he hit me. Then he hit her more for getting in the way. I couldn't take it anymore, so I decided to kill him. A 14-year-old knocking off his father. That would have made the news. I planned it for weeks. But you know what? The joke was on me. The day before I was going to kill him, he died. He just fell over and died. His heart stopped. His stupid heart just stopped. I even hated him more because I didn't get the satisfaction killing the jerk. But not this time, Mr. Perfect. I hope you could pray fast. But I guess it's okay. Anything you forget, you can tell him face to face. That wasn't smart, you big baby Hulk.
Johnny, please don't do this.
It's gonna help you.
Johnny, this isn't gonna help you.
Tammy, I can't believe you walked off and left me for this dweeb. We had plans and dreams, and they all changed when you started talking to him.
Johnny, we didn't change the plans. God did.
Johnny, you want someone to take place of your father. You could kill me 100 times. It still wouldn't change what you feel inside about your father. The only way to stop feeling is to forgive.
Forgive him after what he did to us?
Johnny, many years ago, they tortured and they killed Jesus. Before he died, he said, "Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they're doing." And I believe he answered their prayer. Father, forgive him for what he's gonna do. Father, forgive him. He doesn't know you love him too. Father, forgive him for what he's gonna do. Father, forgive him. He doesn't know you love him too. My voice is not familiar, like many here below, but I really need your help for a special friend I know. He's been hurt so very badly. He's all torn up inside, 'cause his father let him down, and his pain just won't subside. Father, forgive him for what he's gonna do. Father, forgive him. He doesn't know you love him too. Father, forgive him for what he's gonna do. Father, forgive him. He doesn't know you love him too. Lord, I remember reading somewhere, well, Johnny read somewhere, that you were a father to the fatherless. Lord, we need that right now. Johnny needs you. and I need you too.
Johnny, we still don't know what we're doing, but we have to ask the Father in heaven, because he's the only one who knows.
Angela, you've done a wonderful job of decorating this year.
Thanks, Dr. Parker, but it wasn't just me. I had a great bunch of people to work with.
I heard you had a little trouble at the decorating party last night.
Oh, that. It was nothing. It was a great night.
By the way, where's Roger?
We didn't come together. I came with Nick.
Surprises never cease. Look who's here now.
Hi, where's Nick?
The men's room.
Do you want me to go check on him?
Thanks. I don't think he wants to face anybody right now.
I feel the anonymous player isn't so anonymous anymore.
What happened? Well, Raleigh High had been taking copies of The View to their team meetings to pump them up. Well, they found out that Nick was the anonymous player. Then 2 minutes into the game, well, the rest is history.
Hey, we won, didn't we?
Yeah.
Tammy, how you doing?
I was going to ask you the same thing, but I guess I can see.
Yeah, but he'll be off in a few short weeks. Whatever happened to Mr. Harris after he got caught, anyway?
He was sent to some substance abusers class, and he's on some kind of probation.
So I guess he'll still be here for dissection day, huh?
Cool, I am psyched.
Angela, I want to thank you for telling everybody to keep quiet about last night. It was the least I could do. You made me see what a fool I've been. It almost robbed me of the most important relationship I have, my relationship with the Lord. Where have you been?
I found someone outside.
Hi.
John,
Hi.
what are you doing here?
Joe convinced me to come.
Joe?
Yeah. He stayed with me last night until I sobered up. I'm sorry. I realize now there's some serious things I have to straighten out in my head before I can make sense out of my life.
I just want you to know that we're here for you if you need anyone to talk to. How's your arm, Joe?
Great. Hey, didn't stop me in the game, did it?
Not at all.
Joe, why did you stay with Johnny last night after what happened?
Because he showed me where I was headed. I saw myself holding the knife instead of Johnny. I was bitter with my family. Roger was right. I'm trashing the bitterness before it trashes me.
Has anyone seen Cindy yet?
No, but she said she'd be here.
I wonder who she finally got to take her.
I don't know, but on the phone she sounded like it might be Tom Cruise.
I think we're about to find out. Here she comes.
It's Dave!
Dave
Bradley?
Don't say anything. All I can say is that when we were standing together last night in the midst of the crisis, I realized there were a lot of things far worse than being with Dave.
Yeah, like dying?
Yeah. I mean, no, you know what I mean. He held me tightly and asked me to the dance, and I said yes.
So what's the punchline?
Do you like him?
Yeah, he's a great guy.
I think she's in shock. Don't press it. Remember, one day he may be your boss.
Welcome to the 1991 Hilltop High Homecoming Dance. Before we begin, I just got a message. It came from the coach from the state ratings board. The Hilltop High football team is #1 in the state. And now, a moment of silence for Raleigh High.
Yeah, right.
They did give us the toughest game ever, though. Okay, our band tonight, The Face, has dedicated this first song to our team.